Geographically, the South Island has more land in our mission, but it's also less populated. So the North Island is more populated, more cities, the church is bigger, all of those things. It's also warmer because it's further north. It's got, yeah, definitely better weather. The South Island gets really cold in the deep south, bottom of the South Island. It does snow in the winter. Snow in general, you don't really get in New Zealand though. South Island is also much wetter. Not that the North Island isn't also wet, because it is. Oddly enough, with how much it rains, you never really get thunder and lightning. It's just kind of constant drizzle. Apart from that, differences between the two. Yeah, South Island, really rural. South Island has just farming, is most of it. Not that the North Island doesn't have lots of farming too, because it does. That's one of New Zealand's biggest industries, right, is either sheep or cattle. I think the big thing that a lot of missionaries notice is just the land is different in the two. The North Island is kind of more dry, rolling hills, and the South Island is really, it's got the Southern Alps, this really big mountain range, so snowy mountains all over the place, kind of more wild, untamed is the South Island. So I guess just looking at it demographically, the North Island has almost all of the Maori people in New Zealand, and it also has almost all of the Pacific Islanders, which, although there's not so many in the Wellington mission itself, like population-wise, almost all the Pacific Islanders in New Zealand are in Auckland, but the Tongans and Samoans that we do have in the Wellington mission, you'll meet very quickly, because just the Tongans and Samoans have such huge membership in the church that you'll meet a lot of Tongan and Samoan members. And so almost all the Maori and Tongans and Samoans are in the North Island. The South Island is much more white, it's much more Pakeha or Palangi, if you want to speak a little Tongan. And so you'll find that just that kind of demographic difference between the two. The South Island, the land is much more beautiful, I would say. North Island, places that a missionary might want to go. You probably want to go to, if you ever serve in the Hawke's Bay zone, you probably want to go up to Te Mara Peak. If you go at night, even better. The Dannevirke, my first area, has the original place where Matthew Calley translated the Book of Mormon into Maori that a member maintains, and a little old chapel there that it's locked now, the front door, but if you can still go in this door in the back and sneak in, it didn't used to be locked up front, but you can still get in. And that's cool to see as well, this old chapel back from probably around the turn of the last century. Apart from that, just all the natural wonders and beauty and everything. Go see the Alps, go see the Pancake Rocks if you ever serve on the West Coast. If you get lucky enough to serve in Queenstown, which is like the adventure capital of the world, in the deep south of New Zealand, then you get to see like everything. It's super cool. I always wanted to go there, but I never got transferred. If you get like one of the little maps that you'll be using to find your way around, they have all the little Lord of the Rings sites marked out. So it's like, oh, this scene was shot here, this scene was shot here, this scene was shot here. If you want to, beforehand, you can buy one of those little guidebooks and flip through that and see all the different Lord of the Rings sites and where they were all shot. A lot of them were shot in the Wellington mission because we have the coolest natural landscapes and beauty and all that.